welcome to Katrinas Creations. I have so much to share with you. It might be a longer than normal podcast. So let's get started right away. First off, we hit 5,200 subscribers this past week, so stay tuned later in this video. We do have a yarn giveaway, and I will explain how to get entered. So yeah, that'll be a little bit further on into the podcast. We also have a make-along that I'm going to be announcing as well, so a little bit later on. Right now, let's get started with finished objects. Last week, I showed you my finished hexagon, my little finished hexagon blanket. I loved this thing. It was so much fun to make, and it's funny, it was sitting on my sofa, and we got some snow this past week, and I was looking at it. They remind me of snowflakes. So just this little crisscross design in here. But what I finished on it this week, it is totally and completely finished. Last week I had to put the edging on. So I did 3 rows of single crochet all the way around, and I did it with scrap yarn as well, so the colors change. And I did single crochet through the back loop because I wanted this little ridge detail here, so it kind of matched the ridge detail here, because when I attached these, I connected them through the back loop as well. So I wanted that to all be consistent. So, and in answer to the question about last week, should I do the half hexies? I did. You can see them right here. They're on 2 sides. One side I did leave like this, and it was just the zigzag portion, where this side you had this whole chunk missing, so it looked literally like teeth. So thank you for all of you who told me put the half hexies in. It was a unanimous vote there. Everybody agreed they needed to go in, but I really like this zigzag. This is on the ends, so it'd be the top and the bottom, and then this is the sides. It's relatively square, so yeah, I'm real happy with this, and I kind of like this zigzag just for a little something different from here. So yeah, this one's finished, and I love it, and it's warm, and I just discovered a couple ends I didn't get wove in. Oops, I thought I checked it over really good. Well, oh well, I'll fix that. Then I started on some dishcloths. Again, granddaughter, if you're watching, don't. So anyway, I made some dishcloths. I have 3 of them done. Her colors are green, so we have 3 dishcloths so far. I have another, I'm getting 3 dishcloths out of 1 skein of yarn, and this was yarn I bought at Hobby Lobby. And I have another skein of the green, and then I have another skein that's kind of like autumn colors that has the same green in it. So all total, that should give her 8 to 9 dishcloths, which will be enough for 1 for each day with an extra. So I did 3 of those. So those are my finished objects. Then I have my works in progress, and I'm trying to kind of go through these fast so that I can get everything in that I need to cover today. I got a long ways with this. This is a throw also for said granddaughter. You can see my stitch marker right there in the middle where I was at last week, and I have gone all the way up here. So I've like doubled the size. It would have been longer, except that I made a mistake at one point where this diamond goes in. I messed up and it didn't pinch in at this last row. And Dave didn't notice it when I held it up to him, but I saw it, and once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it, so I ripped out about 15 rows to get back to where I'd made the mistake and started over from there. So it's coming along nicely. And this is called Lydia's Cables. It's from a Debbie Maycomer book. And then the other work in progress I have going on, and I am still, like I said, crochet-wise, I'm still making dishcloths. My former supervisor, I used to work at a library, and we did puppet programs. I worked in an outreach department. And we would do puppet programs as well as go to daycares for them to check out books and things like that with the bookmobiles. So anyway, they are doing a puppet show apparently for Valentine's Day. And this, I did not make this. This was made by one of my former co-workers, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I know who made this one. But anyway, it goes over the puppet for one of the puppet programs. And the puppet is a penguin. So anyway, my former supervisor contacted me. She's also a crocheter. And she said, hey, could you duplicate this? We need an extra one. So that's what I have been working on. I got this on Wednesday. So today is Friday when I'm filming this. So it's short. It's like American Girl doll size, basically. And yeah, so I have been working on it. I'll show you how far I've gotten. This is the yarn. This is Crafter's Square. So it's the sweaters can be identical, but the color is slightly a different red. Here's what I have so far. That is the neck, and that's that little row of white that they have. These are the sleeves. I've got them on sleeve holders right now. And those little holders that Jane gave me in the yarn advent calendar are working perfect for the sleeves. And then here is this bottom section, which on this sweater is here. Now on this one, they just have the design on the front. They don't have anything on the bottom, those lines. They do have it at the top. Mine does go all the way around. Now these hearts, on the original, I looked at how it was constructed. She added these on later. At least looking at it, that's what it looks like was done. And I'm going to do something similar, but just not quite the same way she did. Once I finish the sleeves, and right now I'm working on the bottom ribbing, I'm actually going to do duplicate stitch. I could have incorporated it as I went and just put them in, but I was like, do I really want to fool with all of that trouble to do that, when it would be so much easier to just duplicate stitch the front afterwards, because the back doesn't have anything on it, which means I would have been carrying it back and forth this way at the same time knitting around in a circle. So I thought, no, let's make things easy and simple, and this way I can make sure I get the hearts spaced right. So yeah, I'll be done this in the next couple days. It's pretty quick. So yeah, so that is what I have been working on this week. What have you been working on? Now, if you missed yesterday's video where I caught my yarn on fire and burned my finger, you can click the link right here if you want to check it out. It is next year's yarn advent calendar, and I ordered it from Temu, and just a little fill-in of what it is. So yeah, and if you want to see me catch my finger on fire, go for it. It's over there, so yeah. So, as I said earlier in the video, we are going to be having a giveaway because we reached 5,200 subscribers. So in order to do that, you will be winning a skein of yarn. It's purple. Yeah, you will be winning a skein of yarn, and let me get it, I'll show it to you. So here is the yarn. It is Red Heart Soft Essentials stripes, and it is extremely soft. You can see the colors here. It's all different shades of purple because you know so many of us like purple. It is 4 ounces, 110 yards, or 101 meters, and I'm pretty sure it's all acrylic. I'm looking. It is a 5 weight, so it is not worsted. It is a 5 weight. Yes, it is 100% acrylic. But it is really, really soft. So it would make perfect for a hat or something like that, fingerless mitts, something like that. So yes, this is the item for giveaway. Now, how do you enter? In order to enter, please be a subscriber. If you haven't, please click that little red button down below and give me a thumbs up. That does help the YouTube video to be recognized. So in order to, like I said, in order to enter, be a subscriber, please, and give me a thumbs up, and then leave a comment down below as far as what would you make if you win this yarn. So that's all you need to do. Like I said, subscriber, like, comment what you would make. So that's what you need to do to enter. All the official rules for YouTube and stuff are down below in the description box, and I will announce the winner next Saturday. So next Saturday's video. Next, we are having a make-along. Several of you had said that that would be something fun for the channel, is to do a make-along. So we're going to do that, and it is going to include knitters and crocheters, whichever, both, doesn't matter. We are going to be calling it officially the Scrap-along, because I've had so much fun making my hexie blanket out of leftover yarn and mini skeins that I thought it would be fun for all of us to do whatever we'd like to with scraps. So you can make whatever you would like. Granny squares, shawls, blankets, doesn't matter, as long as you are using leftover yarn leftover yarn or mini skeins, something like that. Here's my beginning already. I put together, they call this a magic ball. I took all my scraps and just kept rolling them, tying them together and rolling them into one ball so far. This is about all I have left of my scraps. I have a little bit extra. So yeah, so as I unroll this, I don't have to tie it as I go. It's already connected. So that's my beginning. And I'm going to be combining it with some white yarn. So you can combine it with whole skeins, but somewhere in the project you must use scraps or mini skeins. So that's the thing for the make-along. There will be a giveaway at the end of the make-along. I will draw a winner from all of the entries. It starts today and will run until the end of February. And in order to enter your item, just send me an email over at KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com with a picture of your project, your name, and whatever you want to tell me about it. So yeah, that's our make-along. So I'm excited about that. We all want to use up our leftovers, so that's gonna be our make-along this year. So I'm also gonna have a new segment that we're going to incorporate into the Friday videos called Meet the Maker, and that is going to be so you can meet other creators of knitting and crochet. It includes both. I didn't mention crocheters last week, and I had people ask, what about crocheters? There was just a slip on my part. You can be a knitter, crocheter, both, whatever, or any other crafts you enjoy or whatever. if you would like to share a little bit about yourself, that's what this idea is. One of you in the channel suggestions had said it would be neat for you to interview local crafters. Only problem is the only local knitters and crocheters that I have are Kim and Susan. So anyway, then I got to thinking, there's so many of you that watch from all over the US and actually all over the world, that it would be fun to be able to place a name to a face. If you see somebody's name show up on Show and Tell, it'd be nice to know a little bit about them. So what this is, it's a pre-printed form that I've put in like a PDF file of 10 questions, and they're not personal questions, they're not difficult questions. They're basically, do you knit, do you crochet, do you do both? What is your favorite? What do you like to make? What's your favorite fiber? Just general crafting questions that you would answer. And then you could send me, you'd answer those questions and send me pictures of whatever you would choose for me to share, whether it's a picture of yourself, picture of some of your favorite projects, anything like that. And we just do a little segment introducing some of our makers that are here on the channel. So I thought it would be kind of a fun way to bring our community together and to be able to place names and faces to people that put projects in the show and tell or leave comments down below, just to get to know each other a little bit better. So if you are interested in participating in that, just send me an email over at KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com, and I will send you out the list of 10 questions. So yeah, that's all there is to it, but it would be fun, I think, to get to know each other a little bit better. So what am I reading? I told you I have lots to cover in today's video. I've run out of things to read, so I did a little research and I found that I've gotten behind on some of my reading. There's several authors that I like to follow that are craft-related cozy mysteries. Cozy mysteries are like murder mysteries without the blood and guts. They're usually clean murder mysteries. So anyway, there are a couple of series that I follow that I really enjoy. And so I've got a couple of those to be reading. So let me tell you which ones are out there in case you also are a cozy mystery reader. So the first one is from Sally Goldenbaum. She has a series called The Seaside Knitters, and I have read like all the books in the series. She now has 2 new ones out. Somehow one got by me and I missed it. So she has one called A Twisted Skein, and the other one is called Herringbone Harbor Mystery. So I've got 2 that I need to catch up on with Sally Goldenbaum. Then there is Peggy Earhart. She has a new one coming out the end of April, so I will be watching for that. She is the Knit and Nibble Mysteries, and it's called Last Wool and Testament. That comes out on April 29th. Then there is Betty Hechtman, who is my favorite knit and crochet author because she has one series that are the crochet mysteries, and then she has the Yarn Retreat, which are crochet and knitting mysteries, and she's got another series coming out. So let's see, the first one is her Yarn Retreat mysteries, which are knit and crochet. They tend to be more knitting, but I have seen crochet mysteries in there with it. That one's called Not Dead Again, so I will be looking for that one. And then she has another one coming out that's a new series called Crochet and Crumpets, and it is about a lady that owns a tea shop, and it's a tea and yarn shop. And the very first book in that series, and I don't know if it's out yet, but the very first book in that series is called Death Among the Stitches. So I will be reading that one as well. And then the last one is not knit and crochet related, but it's the Murder, She Wrote series, which is based off of the TV series from the 1980s. And I have read all of the books. There's like 50 or 60 some books in that series. They've been being written since the 80s. They've gone through quite a few authors at this point that are actually doing the writing. So the one I am reading right now that just came out is Killer Christmas, and I'm a little over halfway through that one. And I like to listen to audiobooks because I enjoy knitting and crocheting while I'm listening. I like being read too. So that one is Killer Christmas, and then she has 2 other ones coming out later in the year, but that's the one that's currently out now. So that's what I'm going to be catching up on with my reading. Now it's time for Now I've got my little cheat sheet. We have a couple of sales. Well, we have 4 different sales going on right now. We have Knit Picks. This month is 20% off of their Hawthorne brand yarns. I have used Hawthorne brand before, and they are very nice. They have some solids, some tonals, and they have some speckles that almost look like they're hand dyed. And I've used those before. So anyway, they are 20. That's what their sale is this month, is 20% off of their Hawthorne yarns. They also have Today Only. It's a flash sale, and that is their Knit Picks palette yarn, which is 100% not worsted. It's 100% Highland wool, Peruvian Highland wool. They've got it in like 100 and some colors, I think. You name it, they've got the color in it. They have it for 30% off today only. It is a fingering weight yarn, but it is a workhorse yarn. You can knit and you can rip it out and knit again, and it holds up really, really well. I've knit quite a few shawls out of it. So yeah, today only. So it is a flash sale. Then we have Lovecrafts. Their giant January sale, which is up to 50% off, is ending on the 12th, which is Sunday. So yeah, if you want to get in on the giant January sale, that ends this weekend. They also are running a sale that also ends on the 12th, and that is Lovecrafts carries Lion brand yarn, and they have 40% off of some of their Lion brand yarns as well. So again, that is Lovecrafts. The links to all of these sales are down below in the description box. Just click the bold word more, and it'll open up. They're all listed alphabetically. Then we have Lion brand yarn. Lion brand is running 30% off of their bulky weight yarns. That is the yarn weights that are 6 and 7. Didn't say anything about 5, so they're going to be your more super bulky yarns. So this is a 5. They're going to be 6s and 7s. They're 30% off, and that sale also ends Monday. So that will be the 13th when that ends. And then lastly, Mary Maxim. They still have their baby yarn on sale for 99 cents a skein. I bought 2 skeins of it, made a pair of socks for $1.98. Can't go too far wrong with that. So it is baby yarn, but it's basically fingering type of weight, fingering to sport weight yarn. So they do have that for 99 cents. They also have Bernat Handcrafter Cotton for $1.99 right now. So yeah, if you just click on the Mary Maxim, I think I have it set up so that it'll list like from lowest price to highest price in their yarn, because you know I'm cheap. I look for the cheapest yarn first. So yes, I'm just frugal. That sounds better than cheap. I'm frugal. But anyway, yeah, they have some yarn over there for 99 cents, so worth checking out. So I hope you have a great week. Don't forget to get started on the make-along and enter for the giveaway. And I will see you again on Friday, which I'm not going to tell you ahead of time what the video is for Friday. I do know what Friday's video is going to be, but I'll just let you be surprised. So make sure you check back on Friday to see what's going on. And I will be back on Saturday to announce the winner of the giveaway. So I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.